You ever notice how hitting your first $1,000 feels impossible? Then $5,000 feels hard? But somehow, $50,000 feels mythical, like it's reserved for other people. People who make more than you, people who started earlier, people who know something you don't. Meanwhile, you're doing the right things, working, budgeting, maybe investing a little, and it still feels like your money just leaks out of your hands. Rent goes up, groceries cost more, something breaks again. And the worst part? It feels like no matter how disciplined you are, you're running on a treadmill that never speeds up. If that sounds uncomfortably familiar, yeah, this video is for you.
My name is Jay, and I spend way too much time thinking about how money actually works, psychologically and mathematically. If you're someone who works hard, makes decent money, but still feels stuck trying to build real savings or investments, make sure to hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up if this helps you out. Because today, we're talking about why your first $50,000 isn't really about income, it's about mindset. And look, this isn't motivational fluff. These are the exact mental shifts that quietly separate people who eventually build wealth from people who feel stuck forever.
The big lie about the first $50,000. Here's the thing most people don't realize. The first $50,000 is psychologically harder than the next $100,000. Not mathematically, psychologically. Charlie Munger famously said the first $100,000 is the hardest, but the principle applies here. Early money feels slow, boring, and unrewarding. There's no momentum, no feedback loop, just discipline. According to the Federal Reserve, nearly 40% of Americans can't cover a $400 emergency without borrowing. That's not a motivation problem, that's a mindset and system problem. So, let's fix that. Starting with shift number 1.
Mindset shift number 1. Most people think saving is about deprivation. I can't buy that. I shouldn't spend this. I'll wait until later. But here's what actually changes the game. You're not saving money. You're buying future options. Every dollar you keep is a vote for flexibility. Flexibility to quit a bad job. Flexibility to say no. Flexibility to handle life without panic. Let's put math to it. If you save $500 a month, that's $6,000 a year. In just 8 years, that's your first $50,000, without fancy investing assumptions. Now here's what most people don't realize. That $50,000 represents months or years of life control, not just a number. When you internalize that, spending $200 impulsively doesn't feel harmless anymore. It feels like trading a future option for a temporary dopamine hit. And once you see it that way, your behavior changes automatically.
Mindset shift number 2. Income matters, but consistency matters more. Now, you might be thinking, yeah, this would be easier if I made more money. You're not wrong. Income matters a lot. But here's what gets really interesting. According to data from the Bureau of Labor Statistics, people with volatile income, freelancers, commission workers, gig workers, often save less than people earning less but earning consistently. Why? Because inconsistency breaks habits. Someone saving $300 every single month beats someone saving $1,000 randomly whenever they feel like it. Your brain craves predictability, so your system should too. Action step: automate savings the day after your paycheck hits. Start smaller than you think. Increase it only after it feels boring. Boring is winning.
Mindset shift number 3. Stop waiting to feel ready. Look, this one stings. Most people don't start saving seriously because they're waiting for a clean slate. No debt, higher income, more stability. But readiness is a feeling, and feelings are unreliable. Here's a stat that should bother you. A Fidelity study found that the biggest predictor of long-term wealth wasn't income, it was starting early, even imperfectly. Your first $50,000 doesn't come from perfect timing. It comes from starting while things are messy. You don't need confidence, you need motion.
Because clarity comes after action, not before.
Mindset shift number 4. Your brain is wired to sabotage you. This is where psychology matters. Your brain evolved to prioritize immediate rewards, social approval, avoiding discomfort. Wealth building requires the opposite: delayed gratification, ignoring appearances, short-term discomfort for long-term gain. That internal tension, that's not weakness, that's biology. Here's what most people don't realize. You don't need more willpower, you need friction in the right places. Examples: separate savings account you don't see, no saved credit cards online, investing accounts that take days to withdraw from. You're not failing, you're just playing a game your brain wasn't designed for without guardrails. Mindset shift number 5. Stop chasing returns. Protect your base. People love asking, what should I invest in? What's the best return? Is this stock a good play? Wrong question. The real question is, how do I avoid going backwards? Your first $50,000 is less about growth and more about not blowing yourself up. One emergency, one bad car loan, one lifestyle jump too early, and suddenly you're back at zero. This is why emergency funds aren't boring, they're offensive weapons. Math example. If you lose $10,000, you don't need a 10% gain to recover. You need an 11.1% gain. Losses compound negatively. Protect the base first.
Mindset shift number 6. Identity beats discipline. Here's the shift that changes everything. People who say, I'm trying to save money, struggle more than people who say, I'm the kind of person who doesn't spend impulsively. Identity drives behavior. When you see yourself as bad with money, not a saver, behind everyone else, your actions follow that script. But when your identity shifts to, I build buffers, I plan ahead, I don't panic financially, discipline becomes automatic. Action step. Change your language, out loud, seriously. Your brain listens. Mindset shift number 7. $50,000 changes the rules of the game. This is the part nobody tells you. Your first $50,000 isn't impressive to others, but it's transformational to you. Because at that point, emergencies don't derail you. Investing feels less scary. Money stops feeling urgent, and momentum finally kicks in. Compound interest isn't just financial, it's emotional. Confidence compounds, calm compounds, patience compounds, and suddenly money starts working with you instead of against you. Let's recap quickly. You're buying freedom, not depriving yourself. Consistency beats income spikes. Readiness is a trap. Start messy. Your brain needs systems, not willpower. Protect your base before chasing returns. Identity drives outcomes. $50,000 changes how you play the game. This isn't about being perfect. It's about being intentional. Look, I know this stuff can feel overwhelming, but here's the truth. If you're watching this, thinking about this, trying to understand this, you're already ahead of where you think you are. The gap between struggling and stable isn't intelligence. It isn't luck. It's how you think about money when no one's watching. Start small, build boring, protect momentum. And one day you'll look at your account and realize the thing that once felt impossible now feels inevitable. If this helped you, hit the like button. It tells the algorithm this matters. Subscribe if you want more practical, no BS money education. And comment below, which mindset shift hit you the hardest? I'll see you in the next one.